Procedure.
Sure.
Yeah, hi everyone. Before going to start, I am going to introduce myself. My name is Subhansh. I have 8 years of experience in a network security and implementation and architectural in Palo Alto networks and routing and switching. So before going to start, I would like to know about anybody have any idea what is Palo Alto Firewall? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, I asked a question to team.
Yeah, sure. So, guys, please introduce yourself. So, guys, please introduce yourself so we can make this session as interactive session, right?
Yes,
And you can
two-way
ask.
communication.
Yeah, right. Two-way communication is very important for this batch, right? So, if you guys have any doubt, any query related to the Palo Alto firewall, like why it's used, if you have any doubt, any query, you can ask right now, or else, sir will start with the session.
Nobody's know about the Palo Alto firewall before we start. Any basic idea?
Yes, sir. They are having a
Okay.
basic idea about the firewall.
Palo Alto is have like network security firewall. Actually, it is used firewall from the network secure. We follow the firewall next generation firewall
Hmm.
and secure the network over the internet and LAN WAN everything.
Okay, okay. Great. You have the basic knowledge of firewall. Okay. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible? My screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So firewall is a firewall is a network device. Okay. Which will inspect the traffic from the layer 2 to layer 7. So it inspect the traffic over through the policy and all. So Palo Alto firewall has a few features, few not a few. It's the most demanding firewall in the current market. So before we start, everybody should know about the networking basics like OSI model and TCP and UDP. These are the basic requirement before we start. Okay, so then it will be easy to understand for everyone. I hope you all know about the basic networkings, basic of networks. Okay, I am starting
Yes.
the Palo Alto firewall overview. So this is about the Palo Alto network products portfolio. So it means that what are the Palo Alto have a security products in the market. So in this image, you can see that there is a Prisma, Strata, and Cortex. Okay. So Prisma, it's a advanced product of a Palo Alto network is Palo Alto company. So whichever is depend upon the cloud base. Okay. And second one is a Strata. So Strata, it means that panorama. I hope everyone know about the panorama. Do you know about the panorama? What is the panorama before we start? Any basic idea?
No, sir.
From multiple firewall management.
Okay, yeah, yes, it's right. Panorama is nothing but a centralized server. Okay, which will be manage all the firewall, whatever we will deploy in our in on production environment. Okay, so that's the same kind of a we have a Strata. Strata is a cloud-based centralized management server. It's same work like a Panorama. Okay, so through the Panorama we can manage Prisma and Palo Alto Firewall. These are the two products we can manage through Panorama. Okay, but in the Strata is a management server. Okay, just like a Panorama. So in this Strata server, we can manage a Palo Alto SD-WAN, Palo Alto Prisma Access, Palo Alto Firewall. and multiple Palo Alto products we can manage through this Strata Cloud Manager. Okay. So now companies are leading toward the cloud. I hope everyone know about the cloud and how companies are moves to the cloud. Okay. As we know that every companies want to infrastructure on the cloud. Okay. Just like use and pay. So this is the Strata. Strata is nothing but a centralized management server. It's on the cloud base. And Panorama is Panorama. It will be it will be a hardware, and it is a hardware and it is a software base, VM base. Okay. And Cortex is a endpoint detection system where we will analyze the logs, and it's also one of the product of a firewall. It's like a SIEM and tools and all. So here we can inspect our logs, and we will find out what kind of a vulnerability, what kind of a attacks, and all. Okay. So this also one of the higher product in the market, which will be provided by through the Palo Alto network. Okay. So in the next slide, you can see here that Strata. Strata, it will be it is a upcoming. You can say it's upcoming, or because of mostly companies are now move towards this Strata. They want to manage their infrastructure through this Strata because of Strata. It's easy to access and easy to expandable. Okay, because of that, everybody knows every hardware has its some limitations, right? So just like this, Panorama also have a few limitations. For example, we have a Panorama 600. They can manage only that 100 firewalls. For let's consider, okay. But if we want to manage more than 100 firewall, then it will not handle by this Panorama model. Okay. So in this types of condition, every company want to manage his infrastructure to this Data Cloud Manager. Okay, it's a scalable device, or it's a scalable, okay, as per requirement. So here we can see that the Strata will manage the Palo Alto firewall. Okay. So in this the firewall, it is a hardware base as well as also the VM base. Okay. So hardware base is like our routers and switchover, whatever you can see that any enterprise, okay, or any company, it will be small, it's mid cap or MNC. Okay. So nowadays companies are preferring this firewall, this Palo Alto firewall, as per the Gartner report. So you can see that here, the Gartner report. What is the Gartner report? So anybody knows about the Gartner report? Hello, talk, please talk. Don't hesitate. Okay, I am telling you. Okay, so Gartner is an organization which will it's a taking us it's a conducting a survey, okay, for the Palo Alto firewall, and whatever the security related product in the market, which are the trending in 2020, 2025 to 2024. So every year this report released through the Gartner is a organization. Okay, so you can see that in a first quadrant, Fortinet, Palo Alto Network, and Checkpoint. These are the three firewalls are the now market leader. Okay. In a market, we have a multiple vendor for the firewall, just like a Fortinet, Palo Alto Network, Checkpoint, Juniper, and Sonic Wall, WatchGuard, suppose. Okay. But why Palo Alto is a market leader? That's a question for us. Okay. So now we are understand why Palo Alto is a market leader. So PA series firewall. Okay. PA it means Palo Alto series firewall. Palo Alto have a series of a firewall, just like you can see here, PA 5400. Okay, 5400. PA 800, PA 400. These are the series. Okay. So why this PA 400, PA 800, PA 5400? Okay, because of every company has few branches are small. They have only 100 employees, but few branches have a 500 or 500 to 1000 employees, and few company has a own data centers. Okay, so at this data center they are installing this kind of a huge big firewall, because of it will inspect the all organization traffic. Okay, so every company will adopt the firewall on the basis of requirement, on the basis of traffic, how much workforce they have in this company. Okay, and what is a VM series firewall? So VM series firewall is nothing but it's same firewall, same series firewall. Just we will deploy this firewall on the AWS container, Azure, and these are the cloud. Okay, where we can deploy VM series. So we have to purchase this VM series firewall through the VM market or Palo Alto firewall market. Okay, after that we can deploy this firewall in Amazon, AWS, Azure. Okay, so now market leader is AWS, Azure. Okay, these are the market leader currently. But few company have a own VMware ESXi. Okay, so this kind of a managed server. Anybody have any question?
You told me na what is the difference between two firewall?
Hmm.
What is the basic different firewall like Fortinet and Palo Alto Firewall?
Fortinet and Palo Alto firewall. Okay, just a minute. Let me check Fortinet in a quadrant. Okay. Fortinet is a different vendor. Okay, and Palo Alto is a different. So in the Fortinet and Palo Alto, they all both are the next generation firewall. Okay, so that's why they are in this quadrant. But Fortinet have a different management scheme, like just like they are managing by the Forti manager, and we are managing through the Panorama and Strata Cloud Manager. Okay, so these are the different vendor, but but only the difference is only naming. Okay, but technology will be same. If you understand one of the product, just like you learn about the Palo Alto network, then you will easy to understand this Fortinet. Okay, you will no need to then again to learn about any other. You can review this Fortinet course from anywhere, then you will easily understand what is a Fortinet. Okay. Fortinet is just like a vendor, but technology will be same. Okay, for this both. So this is the report of a Gartner. Everybody knows about the Gartner. Okay. And okay. So why Palo Alto is a special? Okay. These are the all features which is provided by the Palo Alto. App ID, content ID, and user ID. Uh, these are the three major functionality which will be provided by the Palo Alto. User ID we will learn in upcoming lecture, but I am giving a overview, just a overview about the user ID. Everybody knows about in every company, have a DNS server. Okay, DNS server and yes, DNS server and yes, there will be every company will assign one of the IP2 for every user. Okay, but over the user ID, over the IP address, company can't address you or can't monitor you perfectly. Okay, so what activity done by any users? So instead of that, nowadays company prefer this user ID. Okay, user ID in the sense like user ID, it means the IP address will be mapped through one of the user ID. Okay, user ID is mapped with a IP address. Okay, so That's the functionality will be offered by this Palo Alto and this app ID. Okay. So before we understand Palo Alto, we have to understand like traditional infrastructure. Okay. So in this traditional infrastructure means before Palo Alto infrastructure. Okay. So in this infrastructure, what happened? Every firewall or every device will pass the traffic or will pass the traffic on the basis of port and protocols. Okay. So it will easy to understand to hack, or it will be easy to hack to any company. Okay. Every hacker will know about the perfect port, what you allowed on this device, what protocol you allowed in this device, so it easy to track to hacker. Okay. Hacker will understand, oh, this person follow this 443. Okay. So 443 and then tracker can easily access your device and it can hack. Okay. So that was the issue before this app ID. But nowadays in the Palo Alto have a own special what we can say that patent. Okay, patent. Patent means app ID has a patent from this Palo Alto. So Palo Alto will never pass the traffic over the ports and protocol. Okay, they have a, this functionality, but they prefer this app ID. Okay, app ID means that they have a perfect signature for perfect application. Just like that, if you want to access the Facebook, okay. So the Palo Alto firewall will not pass the traffic over the ports and protocol. They will pass the signature on the basis of Facebook apps. Okay, they have a signature for every application, so they will pass our traffic over the application signature, not on the ports and protocols. Okay, so that is the special functionality which will be provided by this Palo Alto. Okay, and this content we will learn in upcoming lecture. Okay, these are the we can understand through the practically this content ID and user ID. Okay, it will be easy to understand. And device ID is the nothing but it's like just like we are using uh Windows, Linux, Mac addresses, sorry, Mac OS, and just like we are using a multi-vendors laptops, just like a Dell, HP. So on the basis of a model, we can inspect our traffic and we can deny our traffic. We can allow the traffic on the basis of company or customer requirement. Okay. So these are the functionality which is provided by the Palo Alto and DNS security. DNS is nothing but a domain name system where we have a FQDN. So FQDN is nothing but is nothing but just like we have a google.com. Okay. So google.com is a DNS. Sorry, FQDN. So that type of way, that's how a FQDN security will manage through this Palo Alto firewall. And follow just here is a device. You can see that in this device we have a 8 port. Okay, Ethernet port. So in this port we can configure it's as a DNS. We can configure the DNS over this port. Okay, we will learn in upcoming lecture. This is I will show it's practically. Okay, and we can deploy this firewall in a multiple way, just like a layer 2, layer 3, and mm, tap mode. Okay, so there will be a multiple types of deployment in this firewall. Mm, Anybody have any question up to yet? Okay, so in this course, uh, we are adding a few one or two lectures about the Prisma access, which will be additional for your course. Okay, it is not a part of your syllabus. Okay, it's not a part of your syllabus. It's not a part of PCNSC. It's a different product like a Prisma Access. Okay. So Prisma Access now is a market demanding product. Okay. So it will be high paying product in a market. Those who have the skills of a Prisma, so they will they can also get a top up on the current salary. Just like if you have a current salary 5 LPA, then you will get directly the 15 LPA because of it's a highly demandable product. Is a Prisma. Okay. So we will also cover the 2 or 3 lectures about the Prisma. Okay. So Prisma is a cloud-based solution, how it's deploying, how it's work, and what it's in architecture. Okay. So I will also explain, or I will take a 1 or 2 lecture about the Prisma access. Okay. Then you will get a completely idea. So before we understand the Prisma access, we have to learn the Palo Alto firewall. Okay. Palo Alto firewall is a prerequisite for this Prisma. You can also trace that the Prisma access packages over the Naukri.com, how it is. Okay. And you can also do the Google, how is the market demand. So this is infrastructure. In this infrastructure, now we are understanding the how our firewall is working and how we can deploying. Okay. Just little bit overview. So in this architecture, you can see that it's a Prisma access. Okay, so Prisma access is a cloud, but we have to understand that it's our offices. Okay, it's our remote office. It's a company or it's a remote offices. So here we have to install our Palo Alto firewall. Okay, this Palo Alto firewall will connect to this Prisma cloud. Okay, so nowadays every company installing this firewall on the remote offices and data centers. Okay, so these are the use cases where we can installing our Palo Alto firewall, and it will be connect to this Prisma access. Okay, and this is the Prisma access infrastructure actually. I will explain it in upcoming lecture. Just I am showing here, and every device has a own uh, operating system. Sorry, every device has a your own operating system. Just like we have a Windows. Okay, so Windows is one of the operating system, right? So also we have a operating system for Apple devices and Linux. Okay, these are the operating system. So just like that, Palo Alto have a same operating system is known as Pan OS. Okay, so Pan OS is a operating system. On the basis of this operating system, these products are work. Okay, every products are working on the basis of Palo Alto operating system. If you learn this Palo Alto firewall, then you got multiple opportunities in the market, just like NextGen firewall engineer and network security engineer, network security analyst. Okay, which will be more payable position in the market. I am also currently working in a huge MNC company, so that's why I'm telling you, huge packages will be open after learning this course. Okay, and this course will. Mhm.
Is it only just the Palo Alto? If we do, we can get the job, or do we have to add any additional skills with this Palo Alto firewall?
No, no, just you have only the Palo Alto firewall and basic network basics, just like a CCNA and OSI model, TCP three-way handshake, and just you have to understand routing, static routing, dynamic routing. That's all. That's all. Do you have any question?
So with this Palo Alto,
Mm.
we will be added with this Strata, which is next generation firewall technology, and as well as with the cloud security as well, right?
Yes, cloud security is an advanced product. Already I said that this one is a Prisma Access. Okay, so Prisma Access prerequisite is a Palo Alto firewall. You should have to learn first Palo Alto Firewall, then you can go to this Prisma access. Okay.
Hmm.
Then
Then
you,
Prisma SD-WAN.
yes, then Prisma is the one. Right. Prisma is the
Okay.
one, or you can learn also the Cisco. Okay, Cisco Viptela also integrate with this Prisma access. Okay.
Hmm.
If you have knowledge about the any SD-WAN, it's a great. Okay, no need to learn in any new SD-WAN. If you have any know about any SD-WAN.
So you mean that Palo Alto
Hmm.
Firewall consists of Prisma and Prisma SD-WAN.
Yes.
Okay.
Palo
So
Alto
in
consists
this
all the
one,
basics of a Prisma access and Prisma SD-WAN. Okay. If you want to go this path for the Palo Alto cloud security from the enterprise security. Enterprise security in this is it means that Palo Alto firewall from enterprise security to cloud security. So you should have to learn Palo Alto firewall first. After that, this Prisma access, and after that, just one of these event, whatever you would like. Okay.
so is it all included in this bundle?
No. It's not included in this bundle. In this bundle, only the two lectures of a Prisma access I am offering additionally, and Palo Alto PCNSC all PCNSC course. So here
Yeah.
hmm,
If you want to have like Prisma, so we have to add in the bundle, right?
sorry.
If we want to have Prisma, we have to add this into the Palo Alto separately, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's not like a complete bundle with the Prisma, Palo Alto, and all this complete with the SD-WAN.
Yes, Prisma Access is a different course for your information.
Yes.
You can check
Mm-hmm.
over this Palo Alto's website. You will get a clear idea what is that. Okay, so it's a completely different picture. But it's a basic of Palo Alto Firewall is a basic for this Prisma Access. Okay, I am also working on this Prisma Access currently since last 3 years. Before that, I also work on the Palo Alto Firewall 6 years. Okay.
Okay, you work on Palo Alto Firewall, then you have learn Prisma Access, then you're working on Prisma Access now. So which is more
Yes.
demanding
Yes.
compared to Palo Alto?
That's why I'm telling you. This is the correct path. Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
not a big
so
deal. If you are learn a Palo Alto firewall, it's not a big deal to learn a Prisma access. Okay.
hmm
So
that's right.
here, yeah. Here, so you can see that. So these are the course content. Whatever, right? We will offer it in this course. Okay. This is a
Hmm.
PCNSC. Okay. So in this PCNSC, we will learn in upcoming lecture networking, network basics. Okay. And I
Hmm.
will told you about the exam details, how it is, and what will be the
Hmm.
exam content, just like here I mentioned in my PPT. Okay. So all the course will be covered in this course from the planning, deployment, operation troubleshooting, core concept. Okay. So in this course, you can see that here we will offer the every document or document for this every key point, whatever we will learn for this particular course. Okay. So in this firewall, we will learn up in upcoming lecture administration, how we can offer the RBAC. So RBAC will be how we'll follow the RBAC in this follow to firewall and networking. What type of a networking, what type of a routing, and what type of how we can configure the interfaces, how we can configure the zone, and these are the networking basics, how we can netting, how we can configure a net. Okay, these are the networking, and how we can deploy one of the firewall in multiple VSS. Okay, so this is the part of a networking and this firewall administration. And we will learn also packet flow, how our packet flow will travel or pass through this Palo Alto firewall. Okay, and what type of check and all we will learn in this packet flow. And we will also learn the policy, high availability, site-to-site VPN, global protect, and these all. App ID, I already covered in this slide. What is app ID? How it is work over the app signature, not on the port. Okay. So we will also learn this user ID, device ID, just like every device has a specialty like Dell, HP, okay, as per the vendor. And after that, virtual system, VSS, how we can deploy one of the firewall in multiple VSS. We will also cover this one of this topic, okay. And how we can monitoring is just like checking the logs, okay. How we can troubleshoot through the logs, and how we can do the reverse engineering through the logs, okay. So these are the topics we will cover: URL filtering, panorama, okay, and global product. These are the
Hi,
syllabus.
sorry to interrupt you, sir. So are we covering Prisma Sase as well in this program?
We will cover two lectures additional.
Okay, two
Mhm.
lectures. That will be including the labs or like how it will be, sir?
Uh, s- Lab not available for this Prisma Access because of its license space. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, and
Yes, but just
but
for your
the rest of yes,
Mhm.
but the rest of the part we are like covering, including the lab, right?
Yes, yes, just the rest of the part we will including, and I will show
That,
you some slide or whatever I can. I will bring through my project, okay, from my current company
yeah,
project.
that's great, sir. Because obviously I understand the Prisma Sase and even the Panorama and Global Protect is based on the license. Obviously, person can understand in the real environment, but the rest of the things we can understand, including the labs from your side, right?
Yes, yes, I will cover all the labs for this particular course. Okay,
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so
yes,
much.
and I will try to manage also one or two lecture in the Prisma Access. I will try to show as
Great.
per my possibility from my current company project. I will try to show. Okay.
Yeah, done, sir. Thank you.
Mhm. And this will our PCNSC learning flow, how we can cover our course and how many days and how we can go through. Okay. These are at a time period. We will cover this course. Networking basis will require 2 days, firewall administration 2 days, packet flow 1 day, networking 4 days. Okay, this is the time period, and we will cover this course in a depth. Okay, so as per this slide, we will go step by step. This is the my approach to teach this course. So, do we have any question up to yet?
Yeah, guys. So if you have any query, any doubt, this is the right time to ask.
Yes. Then I will show you to a few lab. Okay. So before going to lab, please let me know if you have any question.
So Kapil, Navina, Manohar, Santosh, Balaji, Sachin, Prayushan, Jignesh, Abdul, Rushikesh, Suresh, Geetam, Navina,
Yeah,
anyone?
yeah, that's good, sir. All clear.
Okay, great.
Okay. So here, I open this firewall. This is the one of the lab. We can see here. Just a minute. So these types of a lab will be offered through the institution, okay, for the practicing. Okay. So this is the one of the lab which I configured for your understanding. Okay. So in this lab, just a minute. I need. So this is the GUI of a Palo Alto firewall. Okay. So we will also learn this Palo Alto firewall through the CLI as well as GUI. Okay. So CLI will help us to troubleshooting for the how firewall is working, how we can check logs through the CLI. And CLI is, the CLI.
Command line interface.
Yes, right. So command line interface through we will learn. Okay. how we can see the log, how we can configure the policies, how we can learn how we can configure the HA. Okay, instead of that, if we getting any issue while configuring this Palo Alto firewall through the GUI, then how we can see that the job ID, or how we can see this activity, current activity on the CLI. Okay, so I will also teach, and we will also look at this particular troubleshooting, how we can do it. Okay, so I will also cover this part or course in this in this upcoming lecture. So right now this is a CLI of this Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so just a minute. In this topology, we can see there, we can see here, this is a Palo Alto firewall. Okay, this is our internet, and this is our management PC, and these are the two PC for the generating the traffic. Okay, so these are the two pieces for generating the traffic. This is a Palo Alto firewall. So just like that, we also have the real-time infrastructure in a company. Okay, so we are also managing this Palo Alto firewall to this management port. Okay, so few Palo Alto firewall have a dedicated management port, but few firewalls don't have the dedicated management port. So we have to organize that management port through this firewall on the CLI. Okay. So in this upcoming lecture, I will teach you. Uh, uh-huh. Sorry. Anybody have any question? Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Proceed.
This Palo Alto firewall is like a physical device, or like a virtual software we can add into the system to make the system, means to get this give the security.
Yes, both. Both. It's hardware based as well on VM base. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
so when we add, then we have to do the configuration with this, right?
Yes, yes. We have to deploy this firewall over the cloud, just like Azure, AWS,
Mhm.
whatever the company will prefer. Okay.
Okay.
Just we have to purchase it from the Palo Alto, and then we have to deploy it on the container on the AWS, Azure, GCP, whatever cloud you have. Okay. And few companies have a own infrastructure, just like they have a own data center. At this moment, they are preferred hardware base. Okay. So as per customer requirement, it will be choose. Okay, it choose.
Sir, as you said that you can got a job after complete this course. Is there any certification required, or after complete this course we got the
No, no,
opportunity?
no certification required. Just you have a knowledge. If you have a clear knowledge, then no need a certificate.
It is only for the fresher or for the experienced people?
Both, both. If you are fresher, then please look the certifications. Okay. For fresher, certification is most important. But those who have experience little bit 1 year or 2 year, it's a boosting course you can consider.
If suppose somebody need for certification, so how and what are the possibilities, prices, and how many give exam? Can you justify that one if it is possible?
We are covering all the syllabus for this certification. Okay. After this course, you can do certification. Don't worry. But certification not mandatory if you have an experience. Okay. Because of that, skill will be matter in the company. Certification will not. But if you want, but certification will help you for the getting a multiple calls through the job portals. Okay. Certification will use only for the getting a multiple calls. It will help you getting a multiple calls for the job.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
If you want a higher package, just like you have let's consider you have a right now current CTC 5 LPA, and just you complete this course and you will get one first offer around 8 to 10 LPA. After that, you want to jump on or counter on this first offer around up to the 18 to 20 LPA. Then you should have complete the certification. Because of then you will get multiple calls for this skill, okay, over the certification. If you want a much more higher package, then you should have to complete the certification. It's depend upon how much experience you have and how much package you want. It's depend upon you.
Okay,
Hmm.
got it.
So here we can see that this is a GUI. Okay. So in the GUI, we have a multiple tab just like a dashboard, ACC, monitor, policies, object, network and devices. Okay. These are the tabs. Here we have is the dashboard. Just like here we can see that which firewall we are deployed. Okay. Or it's a VM base or it's a hardware base. So it's a VM base you can see here. Okay. So this type of information we can see here through this dashboard. Okay. And here also we can see that logs, just like who is the admin for this firewall, who is a super admin, who is a readable. So these types of logs we can also saw over this dashboard. Okay. And also we can manage this RBAC, how much access we want to offer for our new users or new employee. So it's a parts of our syllabus. Okay. We will learn it. And this is the dashboard where we can see that. And just like that, just we learn about the Palo Alto firewall from the PA400 to PA500 series. Sorry, 5400 series. So every firewall have a few certain limitation. Just like that, if we can consider this is a Palo Alto 440. Okay, so in this firewall, it has a 1 lakh session. Okay, it has a capability. It support up to the 1 lakh session. But if we just if we have a PF 500, no, 5400 series, okay, so it has around 80 lakhs session. It support. Okay, so on the basis of a requirement, okay, so company will choose uh choose as per requirement this Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so we can see here how much CPU and how much this session count in particular model which we are using. And this is a ACC. Here we can see the report for the governance. We have one of the security team member company which is doing a continuously auditing in the IT auditing in the company. So at this requirement, at this moment, we have to download the reports from here. Okay, and this one is a monitor tab. From here, we can download or analysis or troubleshoot the logs, traffic, threads, URL filtering. Okay, so in this monitor tab, we can see here the traffics and logs. Okay, after that, these policies. So in the policy section, we can also configure the security policy, NAT policy, quality of service, okay, QoS, how we can restrict the traffic, how we can manage the bandwidth for the any particular website or end. Okay, and this Palo Alto firewall support the routing based forwarding and policy based forwarding. Okay, so this functionality also offered by this Palo Alto and decryption. These are the policy types. Okay, we will learn in upcoming lecture. An object. This one is object tab where we can just like a grouping. Okay, if we have a just consider we have a 10 users and we want to create a one of the group, and after that we can call this group in this policy section. Okay, just like if we are adding here a policy, we will add this policy name here XYZ etc. Just like that. Okay, XYZ. After that source. So source we will define the source zone. Okay, it's a zone based firewall. So it's a LAN zone, WAN zone. So this is the examples I configured already here. So these types of a zone we need to configure in the company as per the customer requirement. Okay, so source zone, source IP. Okay, this we need to add this information here. Also for the destination in the sense where our source just means it means our user want to go. Okay, So we have to define here which IP address, which zone is it might be the internet or any particular our data center. Okay, just like that. And here we can see that ports and protocols service. Okay, so before Palo Alto Firewall, every company work on these ports and protocol. Okay, so but nowadays Palo Alto Firewall don't follow this. Okay, it's offered by the Palo Alto, but companies want to pass the traffic over the application signature, not on the port and protocol. Okay, but few companies want to pass the traffic to the ports and protocol. That's why Palo Alto offered the both services in this Palo Alto Firewall. So it is a part. Okay, so if whenever we will do the pair lab, then we will get a clear idea how it is work. Okay, so in this option, just a minute, this source application security policy. And okay, so in this section you can see that here is an option we can allow the traffic, deny the traffic, and drop the traffic. Okay, so here we can reset the traffic as per our requirement. These are the action which one we want to configure as per requirement. Okay, so customer will tell you they wanna deny or access any or any application or any service or any policy or any URL. So we will restrict this topic as per the customer requirement, or low deny or drop or something else. These are the tab here. So that's all about the policy. Just like that, this all policy we will learn. Okay. Object is, I already told you, it's like a grouping. We will group the multiple addresses, IP addresses, multiple users, uh, multiple URLs. Okay. So in this URL filtering, we will, in this URL category, we can also configure the URL category, multiple category in a one bundle. And this bundle we will call in our direct policy. Okay. So these are the functionality in this object tab and the network. So network, here we can see that we have a multiple Ethernet ports, Ethernet. Okay. So this model will support up to this Ethernet. Okay. So we can configure just like that. You can see here type 3, layer 2, as per the deployment and management profile. It's one of the part of a while configuring this Ethernet. Okay. So we will learn it also. This is the interfaces section, zone, and this is the routing part. Okay, and devices. And devices is a last function. From here, we can manage or configure our this Palo Alto firewall as well, like management IP or device or backup. Okay, from here we can take a backup of a firewall and backup, also the snapshot and this device stage. Okay, if anyone you configure the misconfiguration, then we can also revert this configuration on the last configuration. Okay, so this also we can manage through this operation tab. So these types of functionalities and as services offered by this Palo Alto. That's why Palo Alto is most demandable in a market. Okay, no firewall is right now provided these types of services. Okay, that's why it's the most demanding in a current market right now. We will also learn here high availability, how we can configure. I hope everybody know about the high availability, how it is work, those who have experience. Mhm. Here administrator, we can also add a administration on the basis of a access, what access we want to offer for our new joining. If you are a administrator or you are super user for this company, if you want to add if you want to offer uh, one of the uh, uh, one of the access for a new user or a new joining, then you can only offer this read only access for this particular user. Then you can configure from here also. So that's type of a functionality is offered in this particular firewall. Okay. And after that, this is the commit section where from we can commit our configuration, whatever we will do. So this is a commit tab. So this all about this Palo Alto firewall. And we will do this lab through this lab. Okay. This is the lab uh, lab offered by this institution. Okay. So to yet, anybody have any question?
How much perspective cover this course? Like the DNet, source net, destination net, how to implement new firewall in production.
So just a minute. Here I mention in our table is complete in 35 lecture. Okay, 35 lectures. You can consider plus 2 lecture. Okay. NAT, VPN policy, packet flow. This course will be covered in a 35 lectures, and I will cover plus 2 lecture for the Prisma access. Total 37 lectures.
So around 40 to 45 hour content we are going to deliver, right?
Yes, you can consider, yes.
Should Panorama also mention?
Yes,
And
Panorama also included. You can see here, 2 days Panorama.
the basic things or deep dive?
Uh, Whatever is required for the company, I will teach. How you can deploy the Palo Alto firewall, how you can. No, I will cover mostly overall for this Panorama.
Sir, you cover both PCMSA also, right, sir, in this course?
Yes, PCNSE, complete course.
Yes, CA also you will cover, sir. PCMSA.
Yes, I will cover PCNSE, complete PCNSE. This is a syllabus for complete PCNSE, not for the PCNSA, not an administrator. It's an engineer
Okay,
level. Yes.
okay.
In this, you can see here, it's a PCNSE, not a PCNSA.
But sir, we can introduce for PCNSA a little bit.
PCNSA will not include this global protect and IPsec, okay, and this high availability. But I also don't know about the PCNSA, but because of I'm currently working on PCNSC, and every company want a PCNSC person, not a PCNSA. Okay, so you should have to learn a PCNSC. Every company will ask you in the interview this packet flow, policy, high availability, user ID, app ID, decryption. This all content related will ask in interview. Okay. I am also a person who is taking an interview in my current organization. Okay. So I always ask my question over this part, not on these 3 part. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you. Every panel person or every person who is in a panel or interviewer will ask you over this because of every interviewer interested to ask these topics. That's why I'm telling you. PCNSC most important. I'm a panel person in a current company. That's why I'm telling.
Okay, guys. So if you have any more doubt, any query related to the firewall, related to today's session, or else we can wrap up the session and we'll meet tomorrow same time 9 p.m. So Swan sir, you want to say something?
No, not from my side. Just I
So
complete from
anyone?
my side.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone have any issue, any question or anything? Don't hesitate. You can ask before close.
Yeah, guys, don't hesitate. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask. This is the right time.
Sir, in the message box, somebody asks, you are giving the training both of PCNCSA and PCNAC, and I think your technical support team have given yes, but you say only you are training regarding SC.
Yeah, Rushikesh, for PCNSA and PCNSC, we will get back to you tomorrow itself. Don't worry. All right.
Okay.
I hope I clear this question. Okay, opportunity and this
Duration
certification
of this
required or
course?
not.
Total duration of this course?
35 lectures. It means 1.5 month,
And
including the weekend. No, not including the weekend. Okay, Monday to Friday our classes will be Monday to Friday.
how many hours?
35.
35 is the total number of
Yes,
classes.
from my side it's the 35, but on the basis of time, and if we need any more time for this any particular section, then it will go up to the 40. It depend upon the your doubts and your understanding how it is, how it will be go.
Per day, how many hours?
For day 1 hour, so one to 1.5 hour in between it. Is depend upon time or depend upon topics, which topic we are covering.
Yes, guys. So you can consider 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Yes, right. It's a right time, sir.
Yes, guys. So any more doubt? I guess we have no doubt. So thank you so much, Subhan sir, for such an amazing session. So we'll connect tomorrow same time 9 p.m. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
it's all
guys.
right.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Have a good night. Take care.
Thanks. Good night.
Where we can able to see the recorded session, sir?
Yeah, yeah. So Navina, we are going to upload the session after some time. So you will be getting the recordings in your portal only.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.